Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have no makeup on yet. No idea what makeup look I'm going to do today. I actually have a few bits to kind of do, so I am going to be out of the house running around and I don't want anything too intense on my face. I'm probably going to do more of like a natural, everyday, not natural, but everyday kind of glam look. So with false eyelashes, full coverage, but just something a little bit more wearable. This is the kind of makeup look that I love to wear recently. I know a lot of people are probably going to say all my looks are similar or the same, but this is what I like to wear, and a lot of you keep asking for this look whenever I have it on my Snapchat and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna go with this. Anyway, if you have any other suggestions of makeup looks, do leave them down below, but I'm just gonna get straight into it. I also changed up my lighting a little bit, so hopefully my videos are a little bit brighter because I know they're kind of dark and I don't know why because I have literally 4 huge lights in front of me, but hopefully they're a little bit brighter today. So to start things off, for my primer, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Primer. So I'm just applying it with my hands all over my face. I actually really love the Fenty Beauty products. I think they're really nice. The primer and, let me move my hair back, foundation really do last so long on the skin, and I just love the finish that they give on the skin as well. Also, I had a spot last week. There's nothing there now bar this red mark that literally will not leave. So anyway, so for foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation, and this is in the shade 290, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did originally get the shade 300 and it was orange, like full on orange, even for me, and I wear a lot of fake tan. So 290 is a much nicer shade. It's more of like a neutral kind of shade, an olivey, as opposed to orange. So I'm using 2 to 3 pumps and my AYU foundation brush to apply it. And the coverage on this is really, really nice, and I love how it has matte finish. And if you have oilier skin, you're really gonna like this because it has more of a matte finish and it lasts so well on the skin. So for nights out or like day events, or if you need your makeup just to last really long, this is amazing. And it doesn't look too cakey on the skin either, which is what I really like, because obviously I like to apply a lot, but I don't like it to look like I have a lot on, you know? So this is 3 pumps of the foundation, and I actually love the coverage. I just think it's perfect. You could add more, it builds really nicely, or you can add less. So moving on to concealer, I'm going to use 2 different concealers. The first one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I only got sent this yesterday, and this is in the shade Light Warm. And I'm also going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey. The reason why I'm mixing these two is because I actually really like the consistency of this. It's really matte and it's really full coverage, but the color is a little bit too light for me, and this color is a little bit darker, and yeah, so you can see how light it is compared to my foundation, especially because I'm tanned at the moment. And in between my eyebrows, the center of my forehead, and down my nose, but I don't bring it down the whole way down my nose because I don't want to elongate my nose. And then the corners of my mouth to lift my lips a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape on top of it just to kind of darken the color a little bit so it's not as intense, and I'm gonna bring this down a little bit further. I think I'm gonna pick up that concealer though in a darker shade just because I do really like it. So far, I've only tried it, it's my second time trying it, but yesterday I really liked the finish of it because it's really matte. I feel like it's gonna last really well and give a lot of coverage. And I'm gonna prime my lids too. So to blend all of the concealer in, I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and just bounce it all over. Okay, so I finished blending all of the concealer in, and I'm going to move on to face powder. As always, I'm going to use the Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. So what I like to do is actually use my damp beauty blender and pick this up and apply this with the beauty blender underneath my eyes, the center of my forehead, and down my nose as well. So basically all the areas that I applied concealer, a little bit on my chin. And I kind of bake with this with the sponge, but I don't apply too much. I know some people really pack on the powder. I mean, I'm not like light-handed with it, but I don't apply like a huge amount either. I just love a really matte face, and then to add highlight where I want it to be glowy instead of like all over glowiness. It's just what I prefer on my skin, and I feel like if my foundation on my face is matte, it lasts so much longer throughout the day. Then I'm going to take the Mercier translucent powder again with a large fluffy brush, and then just apply this all over the rest of my face. So for my contour and bronzer, I'm going to use the Anastasia contour kit in the shade Tan to Deep, and I'm going to pick up this shade here along with this one to kind of bronze and contour, and just apply them the way I always do. Okay, there's something going on with this foundation. It's like separating or something on my face. Right, I'm just gonna continue. So underneath my cheekbones, on my temple and forehead area. And then I always put some across the bridge of my nose, whatever's left on the brush. Why is that separating? That's so annoying. So the blush I'm gonna use is the MAC Warm Soul blush. This is just really subtle and really soft on the skin. It doesn't really add that much color, just a tiny amount, because I want my skin to be more bronzy than like blushed and stuff. So if you don't like blush, you'll like this one because it is really soft. And I'm using a Zoeva 127 cheek brush. Do you know what I think this is? I cleaned my brushes with a new brush cleaner that's really oily. And I think it's the oil that's on the bristles, because look, there's like shine there. Fuck, that's so annoying. So just to quickly finish off the face, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter, and this is in the shade Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I'm using my Anastasia brush to apply this, and I'm picking up this shade here. So I'd say the oil on my brush will actually help the highlight apply a bit more intense, so that's okay. So moving on to brows, I'm using all of the Anastasia products. The first one is the Brow Powder Duo in the shade Soft Brown. And I always take the lighter shade here with an Inglot 13P brush. Just gonna brush through my brows first. So using the lighter shade first with the rounded brush, just for the kind of beginning of my brows. I just like a softer start to my brows. I don't like them to be boxy or too intense. Then I use the Anastasia angled brush with the darker color here and apply this to the rest of my brows. To set my brow hairs in place, I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And when I apply this, I kind of brush up. So after the brow gel has dried in, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Wizz just to kind of fill in any gaps or stubborn areas in my brows, especially this one here. So moving on to the eyes, I'm gonna use the Tarte Clay Play. That's not what it's called. I'm gonna use the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. So this has contouring shades as well as eyeshadow shades, and everything is matte. I only used this for the first time yesterday as well, and holy shit, the Tarte eyeshadows are amazing. As in, they're so pigmented and they blend really well. So I picked up, I think, 3 Tarte palettes. Really impressed. So I'm gonna use the shade Terracotta first with the MAC 224 and apply this as the transition color in my crease. Actually, I'm gonna take a bit of the shade Journey as well. There's oil on this too. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a Zoeva 228 brush instead, just because this one doesn't have oil on it. And I find that these shades are actually kind of neutral enough. Like there's nothing, well, there's 1 or 2 quite warm ones, but they're not overly warm that I usually go for. So I actually kind of like it for a little bit of a change. I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone, you know? So taking the same shades just with a smaller brush, this one is the Anastasia eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna apply those same shades just underneath my eyes as well, but as close as possible to my waterline. So going into the same shade, I'm gonna use a MAC 217 brush and apply this all over. Actually, I'm gonna mix this one here with a little bit of this and apply this all over my lids. So moving on, I'm going to take this dark shade here with the flat brush and I'm going to apply this just along my lash line. So actually yesterday the eyeshadows applied way better because there wasn't oil on my brushes. So they look quite patchy at the moment, but I just know if I go in too much with it, it's going to make it worse. So trust me when I say that the Tarte products are actually really good. Then I'm going to use these 3 shades here and just apply these right into the crease. So after the eyeshadow is finished, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Geller, what's this called? Incredible Waterproof Gel Liner. And this is in the shade Brown Sugar. And I'm just gonna apply this on my upper waterline. Moving back to the Fenty Beauty Highlighter, I'm going to take this shade again with a small eyeshadow brush. This one is similar to the Inglot 13P, and I'm just going to apply this in the inner corners for a highlight. So next up for mascara, I'm going to use the Lancome Mr Big Mascara. This is my favourite. I don't like to apply too much just because I am going to be applying false eyelashes, and if I apply too much mascara, I cannot get a false lash on. And I don't apply mascara on my lower lashes just because my lower lashes are really long and feel like it kind of drags my eyes down, where if I just apply it to my top lashes, I've always said this, so people who watch my videos for a while probably find this annoying, but my lower lashes kind of drag my eyes down, and I prefer them just to be lifted with the top lashes. I'm gonna wait till all those kind of mascara marks dry in before I buff them away, so I'm gonna move on to lips. I'm gonna change it up for my lips and do something really different. So I'm gonna go for like a nude kind of color, because just step out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Girlfriend. I actually haven't tried this yet, so let's see what it's like. Oh, it's actually way browner than I thought. So I'm gonna use the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in the shade Stealth. And these are like a jumbo lip pencil that you can use to color in your whole lip or just line them. And this is just slightly lighter and kind of less peachy, so we'll just kind of tone down that kind of peach in this lip. I feel like I should really put eyelashes on just to make this makeup pop. I feel like if you don't have eyelashes on, people don't even look at the makeup. How will I put them on? Okay, well. So while the lash glue is drying on them, they're actually a bit more intense than I thought they were gonna be, but it's okay. I'm gonna set my face with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Mist Spray. This makes your face very dewy, but I like it considering it's very matte at the moment. I'm just gonna spray this on the outer perimeter of my face because I don't want the center of my face to be too dewy or shiny. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like I said, it's more of an everyday kind of glam. Probably wouldn't wear the eyelashes every day, but you get what I mean. Full coverage makeup. It's a lot of makeup on your skin. It's nothing natural, but it's kind of neutral, if you get me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. I'm talking really fast. Give the video a thumbs up because it really does help me out. And if you're not already, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can just keep up with all of my videos. But yeah, that's it from me. If you have any other video suggestions, any kind of bright makeup looks that you want me to film, definitely leave comments down below. I'm also thinking I kind of want to film like Q&A videos or more personal. Or more kind of personal style videos, maybe like challenge videos with my sister or something like that. So let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. I might start off with a Q&A. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below about that. And that's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.